cheers to Craig, Clint and Ollie, our top supporters.
The joys of trying to leave your anchorage when there's bommies like within 50 meters all directions, and then you track out with no imagery unless we turn Starlink on, which we didn't really want to do. It's just always a bit nerve-wracking. So we got the boss up the front guiding our way through, and the little fella was up the front too, but I think we've got our way out nicely, and we're heading to the Sand Cay maybe for one night, if not 2 nights, and then we'll head in back into mainland. But no wind today, so we are motoring all the way, but we'll see you there.
We really hope you can see the absolute magic that we are seeing. Unfortunately, our drone has died, so we're off getting it sent out and repaired. But this is Walker Reef with a Sand Cay. We are coming in at a 0.0 low, so fingers crossed we'll be able to toof over and go for a walk on the sand, and we'll be anchoring in about 4 or 5 meters.
Yep.
And we'll just be able to swim off the back of the boat.
Be magic.
Woo!
Can't wait.
Wow, it's pretty good. This is just incredible. How magic is this? We're going to send Dan up the mast to get some better footage with our drone being broken, so that you guys can see how pretty this is, because this is just incredible.
Look how clear it is.
Oh, crystal! It's ridiculous. Well, we're about to go for a beautiful swim near the Sand Cay. Unfortunately, by the time we'd anchored, the Sand Cay had completely gone underwater again. But we're going to go for a swim, and I'm trying to get my wetsuit dug up. It's a bit small.
What have you got there, Moana?
Oh, isn't it beautiful? It's huge. It'd look great if it was polished up, but we won't. We'll put it back in. But
At someone's house.
that's a huge shell with a cool little spiral lock on, a nice little, some pretty things. The water's crystal clear, but yeah.
I can't wait for a dive out the front tomorrow. It looks magic.
Yeah, it's getting a bit late for swimming in the afternoon.
Yeah.
We'll check it out tomorrow.
We'll take this little fella back over there a bit, or?
Yeah.
Oh, yep, that was delicate.
He's laying it nicely beside some of that green stuff.
Well done.
Yeah.
Morning, young blood. Ready for another cracking day out on the reef?
Yeah.
Don't be too excited. Gonna catch some fish to fill the freezers before we go to Cairns for water from the water. I'm just getting the shots. Not as pretty as you fancy.
It's crazy to look out and think that, like, in a few hours this will look like crystal clear blue water in the reef, because at the moment it just looks like we're in the middle of the ocean.
Literally the middle of the ocean. Bit of land over there, don't know if you can see it. Bit more land there. Morning, mate.
Morning.
We're in the middle of making some poachies
Yep.
for the fam. Got my water on the boil, a little bit of vinegar, Making some Turkish bread. Or toasting some Turkish bread.
Imagine we had all those eggs today.
Imagine.
Hey, my darling.
Brekkie served.
Boom. Some poached eggs for us all.
I didn't nail the eggs today, unfortunately, but they're not too bad.
I think they're going to be delicious.
Yeah,
Thank you,
mate.
darling. You learning how to poach eggs has been a huge win in the boat.
Classic. Righto, Pants. You ready for the next spearfishing show?
Yep. Changed my outfit up a little bit today because when I have my full 3.5 base with my 3.5 top on, I just float to the surface.
Not enough weight on your belt.
No.
Holly's not a great swimmer, so we try not to load her up too much with the weights because she panics a little bit. But you're getting better.
Yeah.
Every dive, she gets a little bit better.
I get a bit flustered and
You're a little bit
frustrated.
panicked about the sharks today, aren't you?
I'm a little bit worried about the sharks.
There was a few sharks yesterday. So we're going at 10 o'clock today, which is 3 hours after high tide. But so there'll be a little bit more water, but less sharky, hopefully. It was about 2 o'clock when we got out of the water yesterday, and they were only babies, but there was a few around.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we'll see you in there.
Getting ready.
It's always a fish.
We jump in the water in hopes of some yummy fish, but the boys are a bit distracted today and Lockie is too busy blowing bubbles to notice he swam in front of Dan's loaded gun. Despite having the safety on until shooting time, we still drill the boys about gun safety. Atticus is generally following the rules, and after practicing his dives, we give him a shot and he nearly gets his first fish. Shortly after, a remora swims by unattached, which seems strange, and within minutes we see a shark down below, and then another a few minutes later. It's a bit murky and the kids are splashing more than we like, so we head back to the boat for some lunch and a snappy workout after a few days off.
Bit late to the party on showing you how good the fish is because we have smashed it.
Delicious.
But it was amazing.
It was, one of them was a black spotted tusk fish, and the other one was some of the crumb trout that Dan caught the other day, and it is so good. Yum.
Delish.
Hi.
Delish.
Dollars.
What do you want this time?
We're here still at Walker Bay. We have got later low tide, so we thought what better chance than to do a little sneaky workout before we jump in the beautiful water to go swimming. It is super important to stay active. It's so easy just to be like, oh, I couldn't be bothered, and not do any exercise. Really easy to just like not work out, but as we know and have learned previously, keeping a fit, healthy body is super important. So once we're finished, we'll go for a little swims, and then we're going to toof off to the next spot so we don't get stuck with 20 knot winds at midnight.
We're getting ready to push off. Dad's just doing some lines to the spinnaker after we used it coming here. And yeah, about to leave the sandy cave.
There's water. So sad. I'm not too sad. But yeah, we'll sail back towards Hinchinbrook Island, drop anchor, and hopefully we'll get a bit of coverage and Dan can set up the projector in the game. Atticus is on his anchor duties. Thank you, Walker Reef. We're not at the waterline yet.
Yeah, keep going. It's been the right way for us.
Righto, Dad. I'll be bommy spotting for you.
Thanks, mate.
You pretty much know going straight out there, aren't you? Basically towards that boat.
Straight over that bommy.
Right.
Right. This is what I call a perfect sail. So we've got about 12, 13 knots of true, 16 apparent, main and the genoa are out, and we're flying. We're doing about 8 knots. So happy days. We just left the sand cay, magic spot. The sand doesn't come out like a great deal, but it's still a pretty cool spot to go to. The kids love sort of snorkeling on the top of the sand, and then the bommies that are there, they're in about 7 meters at just about 2 hours off high tide, and it gave the kids a good chance to practice their dives, and they're getting really good at it. I think Ads is at about 4 meters, and Lockie be about the same as well, I think, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, just good family time, good to be out here, and yeah, go the Maroons tonight. You. Actually, when you see this, we will have won again. Hopefully I don't eat my words. That's one way to have a swim. Here it is. I'm just waiting for it to go like bang. Oh, so nimble these days, Dan.
I know, so nimble. Sail shoes are amazing. If I had these last year, oh my god. El Capitano, how's your sail going today?
Yeah, it's a tough gig here at the front. It's my favourite driving position spot, but that's good. I can see where we're heading. It's nice out of the sun with the sails up, and I just have navionics on my phone, then a little autopilot remote, and I can point and shoot in a perfect little spot.
Nice, hey?
Nice breeze, out of the sun.
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty spash.
I do feel like having a drink. It's very hard to sit here and just drink water, but it's okay.
This is
Trying to be healthy.
These are the sail days we've been waiting for, and
Yeah.
the waters, magic water, beautiful sails.
When the sails are up, comes the boat down. We're just cutting through nicely, so yeah, it's good. Hull's had a bit of a play on the front, and I think Adam's about to have a crack at it, just getting the splash from under the belly. But I prefer it up here, nice and dry.
We are coming into Hinchinbrook Island. We had a magical sail for the first sort of 2.5 hours, and then the winds were just not strong enough, and we were flopping our sails a bit too much. We've had to motor the rest of the way, but super green, super pretty, super flat. The winds that are expected along the coast are much lower than what we were expecting down at the reef, so we look like we have about 10 knots max for the next few days. So hopefully it'll be nice and calm. We'll have a few good night's sleeps as we bounce up the coast towards Cairns.